got 9 tacos on the first layer and another 5 on the second layer, so 14 total tacos prepped and ready with the freezer. Good morning guys, today is Monday. Really quick intro today because I do have a busy work day ahead of me, but I just made my pancakes. I made 3 larger pancakes as opposed to 4 smaller ones, but it's the same process I used in yesterday's. And then instead of drizzling the hazelnut, I just really quickly spread it over the top. End of the month, today's the 27th of February. End of the month is always very busy for me at work, so I don't have a whole lot of time to film. And so I do need to get back to my desk, but I just wanted to really quickly show you my breakfast. Sorry my breakfast was so rushed. I work in mortgages and the end of the month in mortgages is always a bit chaotic. So I'm finally a bit caught up so I can get started on my lunch. I'm just going to be reheating some of the soup from yesterday, and I've already got my garlic bread in the toaster oven to reheat that. So as you can see, I was able to fill up another bowl, and I probably still have 2 more bowls left. So I think that this would have made about 4 bowls total. That for me means I'm probably going to be eating it for lunch for a couple of days. So I'm going to fill this up all the way, and I'm going to microwave this for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. So one thing that I've never really understood is the stigma around leftovers, because there are a lot of foods that actually taste better the next day after they've been reheated. And I can say the same about this soup here. This is really good the second day. It's actually maybe even a little bit better. The pasta held up just fine because it's a thicker pasta like a penne, but this is totally good and it's almost better the next day. It's afternoon time and I'm gonna have a snack. So I'm editing this video now and I must have forgotten to hit record because I'm definitely missing a clip where I talk about what I'm doing here, which is, if you remember earlier in the week, I made those black bean tacos and I froze 2 of them. So I wanted to test and see how they reheated from frozen to decide if I could meal prep them. Oil is preheated. Let's see how these fry up from frozen. Actually might be a little bit too hot. Starting to smoke a little bit, but this will cool it down. Yeah, just like 1 minute on each side and they should be good. Oh yeah. Perfectly golden brown. Look at that. Okay. 1 more minute and we should be done. I'm going to set these off on a towel to drain, and then the real test is just to make sure that they're heated all the way through after only having to fry for a couple of minutes. So I'm a huge fan of batch cooking, not only to save money, but to save time, but some things don't really batch cook very well. So I'm really hoping that these did. Let's give it a try. That is perfect. They are still a little bit cold in the center, so I think if I had turned the heat down on my fryer just a smidge and cook them just a little bit longer, because like I said, my oil did get a little bit too hot there at the beginning, but that's just because that oven's finicky. This is a perfect time saver and a quick meal. So like I said, I am meal prepping these black bean tacos, and I'm just going to kind of try to use up a few things. So I'm going to finish off this bag of seasoning blends. I'm also just going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my Rotel. And I have 2 packets of taco seasoning left, which is perfect for making a double batch. I have 2 containers left of my black beans. So I added a cup of water and now we can start to smash our beans just like we did a couple of days ago and just get this kind of thick and mashed. Our mixture is good and thickened, so I am going to head on over and begin prepping my tacos. So I'm literally just following the exact same process that I followed before, except for this time I'm doing it obviously with the intent of freezing them. So I'm gonna make all of them at one time. And the first thing I gotta do is microwave my corn tortillas so they're more pliable. So I'm gonna stuff each little taco and just set it down on my sheet tray to cool completely before I put them in the freezer. And obviously some of these I'm going to be having for my dinner, and the rest of them will be for later meals. So I've got 9 of these little tacos prepped. I'm gonna go ahead and lay on another sheet of parchment paper, and I'm just gonna double stack them. That way when I freeze them, they're individually frozen and not sticking to each other. So I've got 9 tacos on the first layer and another 5 on the second layer, so 14 total tacos prepped and ready with the freezer. I will go ahead and have a couple of these for dinner tonight, and I do still have some of the black bean filling left over that I can pack up, and I can even freeze this if I wanted to for later as well. There is my dinner all ready to go. I'm not going to show myself eating these because I've already shown that quite a few times in the past couple of days. You know that these are fantastic. They are probably my new obsession meal, and I'm super happy that I've got some in the freezer ready to go for whenever I need a quick meal and I don't really want to spend a lot of time or dishes to do so. But I can't leave you off there because I did promise you guys that I would try the Sonic Cherry Limeade Jello, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Are you guys ready? Let's see how this is. It's pretty decent. It just tastes like cherry. I don't really get the limeade flavor. If I do, it is very, very subtle, but otherwise it's kind of just cherry Jello, and I just dropped a piece on my counter, but that is totally fine. It is, I mean, it's decent. I like Jello. I think it would be really great with some Cool Whip on top of it, but obviously that wasn't in my budget for the week. I do have a general kind of announcement to make, and that is that Michael actually came home from his trip a couple of days early. So tomorrow's video is going to be delayed. I'm gonna take the day and just kind of enjoy my day with my boyfriend, and then I'll start filming again the following day. So you'll have to wait another 24 hours before the next installment, but there will be a next installment. In the meantime, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you again, not tomorrow morning, but the morning after that.